All right, Alico 3, let's do it. SGC bulk. I would say 150 to 200 would be the range of cards in this order. We will start out with football and go from there. So, another SGC bulk. Return. Fred Taylor. That's the Crusade, Fred Taylor. Out of 250. And a 9. Top Stars, Torrey Holt on card auto. Here's a Puckett that looked clean. Puckett 85, 85 tops. Puckett. Nice solid example. Value-wise, probably looking like a $30 card if I had to guess. Probably it could be less, honestly. Clinton Portis, upper deck graded, 250. A back that almost reached 10K. And I'm partial to backs from that era. I don't know why. I just seem to always buy backs. In the 98 to like 2007 era of their rookie cards, Julius Pepper's finest, that did not do too well. Tony Gwynn, Fleer 85. So some of these didn't do great, to be honest with you guys. Sean Alexander, 9.5. That's the Topps Chrome, the 1650 base. There was the refractor off that, which I think I've shown on here before, to 150. Topps Chrome Manny. So this is the first year of Topps Chrome, like true refractors. Probably not the best design, but it is hard to find them centered like this. That's why I sent this one in. I thought it looked like an 8.5 plus to 9, which is pretty much the same thing when I'm evaluating these cards raw. Best Beltran. So he's got the 95 tops traded with the wrong picture. I don't really count that as anything. I didn't do the card right. Then he's got the 97 Bowman, which is kind of what I consider the rookie. I would put that card as an XRC. Tony Gwynn. So the classic Tony Gwynn with the green dot by the nose. Donruss in a 9. Typically a $40 card. That market's pretty stable. Artist Proof Manny. 9.5 on this one. So a solid grade. Oops. Patrick Willis, so enshrined to Canton. There's his rookie. Reggie Wayne Topps flagship. Soon to be enshrined, maybe this year. But flagship Wayne and another one, the EX 1250. This is a great design they did back in 2001. So Reggie Wayne. Peppers. This is the base. Yeah, this is the base MVP. Not a ton of value in this card. I probably thought I had a chance at a 10 or a 9.5 or so. Another Finest Peppers. So I don't know what happened with these. It might be the top to bottom centering on these Peppers Finest, but not ideal. Joe Thomas. So this one actually looks cool with the blue-black contrast. 2007 Topps Chrome Joe Thomas refractor rookie. And this is an uncirculated red. I think they dropped these at the top of hobby boxes. And 259 on this Vic. So be a 60-year Vic. This one was Breeze. So it's got this on there. That's the old label. These thicker cards. I thought they were a little harsh with the 8. I thought it was more close to a 9 range for the Breeze. SP Authentic. Lone Star Signatures Edge 9. Vic Best $14.99. Great looking card. It looks kind of like a refractor, but Vic Best. Ichiro. Victory in a 10. So that one did well. Is that the first 10 we've seen? Black and white 250. There'll be more 10s. I mean, you guys have watched the videos. Sometimes you don't see one for a while, then they come in bunches. So sometimes I sort the cards too when they come in. Vic 9.5. Breeze Victory in a 9. So I mean, a lot of these cards are gonna have a hard time covering the graded fee, but if you get some 10s or 9.5s on key cards, it kind of tends to offset some of that. Like this one didn't do too well. 8.5. This would probably sell for about the price of a raw or maybe less. Legends Breeze 9. Kind of a cool photo with it's like blurry. So 750 print on that one. Beltray Bowman. Just sorry, my voice. A decent copy, but it's probably all I expected out of it. Was a nice solid 9. Sign of the Times, Brian Urlacher auto. Kind of faded there. It is 24 years old though. So here's a Vaunt card. Showcase Breeze 500. That's a nice one. Thunder Moss. Cool card, cool insert. I'm interested to find out what the odds are. The pack odds would be on those. It's kind of hard to find information like that from that long ago. Playoff Momentum SSD. So this is the hobby version. There is a retail one. It kind of has like the background's like kind of looks like a football or something. Ricky Williams Bowman Chrome. That one did pretty good. 9.5 on the Ricky. Moss gets a 9. That's the Ultra. This is Future Shock Manning. Didn't do too great, but it's a little white on those corners on the top. It's another one. Yeah, I just snap it. I take the label, put it on the submission sheet where I write down all my grades, and then when they come back, I just put it on top of the card. So that was another one. I thought, I mean, it's just PSA's opinion, my opinion, and SGC's opinion. So, but I'm just following the guidelines that I'm learned over the last 15 years grading of what is expected from both companies. So that's where my opinion stems from. Prior experience of hundreds of orders. Breeze Vintage 9.5. This is cool. So this is a shiny it's 97 Bowman Chrome. This is a tough set. If you guys ever try to grade these, they're off-centered, they're scratched. I don't know. Don't take that set lightly. This is one I didn't expect some crazy high grade on, but this is decent for this card. The 97 Universe Motherlode die cut Frank Thomas. Game Gear Base 500 print Breeze 9. So it's kind of like the meat and potatoes of some of these of this order. Cards like that, which they're not going to blow you away, but they are decent grades on decent cards. Andrew Jones 97 Topps Chrome Refractor. It is off-centered right to left, if you see how much fatter that is. So I think they got that one right. Ricky Spa. This is your base Spa Future Watch. It's a nice clean example. I don't really see any chipping on those edges. And this is a set that I have never gotten a 10 on anything, 99 score or 2001 score, but they're both challenging and fun, and this was a decent edge. So, but most time if you buy these raw or even shop online, they're all nicked up, and you don't even have a chance. So I guess I like the challenge of that one. Peterson. That's Leaf Limited, 2007 to 25. So that's the college version. I'm not really. I kind of prefer the base normal one that's in the set, that's in the Vikings uniform. So I'll probably sell the college one. Jack Hughes, Young Guns. Got a 10. And this one, I'm not sure the value. I would guess around $200 if I just had to throw a price out there. Deshaun Jackson. So that's the Exquisite from 2008. And solid card with a great patch on a receiver that probably won't get into Canton, but he had a great career. This is the Spa Gold RG3. And yeah, it's got a lot of white. I would have graded this probably 8.5 if I was grading this card. So Pat Willis, 9.5 on the Bowman Chrome Refractor. See, so this is one of those cards that's going to offset some of the cards that didn't do too well. Gwyn Donruss in a 10. And I've definitely pulled Gwyn Donrusses in 10s from SGC and PSA, so it's not like an impossible card. The Tops is, I mean, I would say close to impossible. Buying a raw Tops Gwyn on eBay and trying to send it in and get a 10. Good luck with that. It's kind of like trying to buy an 86 Rice. Vlad. So Vlad, 9.5. Or like an 82 Fleer Cal Ripken. It's always off-centered. Score. A Jeter and a 10. So that one did well. Falk. Collector's Choices was most likely just pulled from a pack. Came straight from the pack. It looked like a 9.5 or a 10, so I sent it in. But the value on that is not going to blow you away. Platinum Medallion Fred Taylor to 50. That's it's a pretty neat card. I mean, a back that's gonna stamp his way into Canton here soon. Jeter score again. You know, this is just not. It's not the toughest set, so might be why these aren't valued crazy high. Plus, they printed a ton of these scores. That was the era, 93. From like 87 to what? 96. There was a lot of printing. 92 Bowman Gwyn gets a 9.5. Larry Bird. This is kind of a neat one. Ultimate Collection, 2003. 9.5. Mariano, 9.5. That's Bowman, 92. In the street clothes, Ed Reed, which is actually a great grade for 02 Elite. That's a clean copy. David Arias, also known as Ortiz. Base Fleer rookie in a 10. Gore SPX 9.5. It's a solid grade. Pujols 8.5. See that chipping on the edge? Probably fairly evaluated. All right, let's continue on with this SGC order. That's the SPX 2000 Brian Urlacher. Clean copy. It's also got a nice swatch there. 3-color. 2000. Classic set. So 8.5 on the Vic Contenders. That is probably about right. There is some chipping on those corners. The Ricky, I think the one, so I think the back is what got this one. You see the edges. So I think this one, I had in the 8 to 8.5 range, so pretty accurate grading on that one. Helton tops traded. I don't know. These don't have a ton of value. I think 10s only go for like 60 or 70 bucks in an SGC 10 at the moment. Skybox Premium Peyton. That's a 9. Bowman Peyton. Beltray. You guys will see this one quite a bit. A solid 9, $30 card, I'd guess. Maybe 40 on a good day. Another Brian. Another nice swatch. These boats just, I bought them raw. You know, I had to pay extra. But they looked pretty slick for the way this set can trend, which is constant chipping on that top right here. Trust me, I've bought a lot of Jamal Lewis's over the past 20 years, and it's tough to find a clean Jamal. Reggie Wayne. This is one of the nicer sets of 2001 in my opinion. On card. That white contrast with the black. A future Canton bound receiver. Here's someone that's already in. Calvin SPX. So a clean SPX from 2007 gets a 9. Breeze 9.5. So that's the gold. Let's see. This one has the old sticker. So this is one that got snapped out. Like, is it even worth it snapping this card out because you thought it was a 9? I mean, just kind of like out of spite. I won't do it on like the super low end cards. I'll just take the grade. But I don't know. Sometimes I get kind of feisty. Bowman Signs of the Future. Not much value in this one. So maybe a lot of these the cards in this order don't have the craziest value, but it was still fun to send clean cards in and get accurate grades. That's the point of grading, right? Torrey Holt. You know, they're not perfect copies, but they're clean copies. This was from a box set, I think. I pulled one out of a box set, and I thought it was a 9.5. It's just off top to bottom. But Piazza 92. I actually like the Bowman one better. Well, I don't know. It's close. This one has more value. It's probably a little bit rare. We'll do a couple of these breezes. So Victory Breeze takes a 9. Tops Breeze takes a 9. Flagship Tops Breeze, probably a $40 card in a 9 right now. Lone Star Signature is kind of a neat Vic. It's also on card from Top Stadium Club set. So this one as well with a 9. Let's do this one. I just got this in a pack. I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. Might as well send it in. It's probably worth like 12 or 15 bucks. So yeah, Bettis Upper Deck. Piazza update. So it did pretty well in the Piazza updates. 9 and a 9.5 so far. I think there's one more in this order at some point, unless I already showed it. I can't remember because I've filmed these bulk orders in different segments, so I'll film a part. Then maybe next week I'll wait a week or so, do other stuff, then I'll film the next part, then I'll just put the parts together for the final video. Brady Paramount. And lately I've been kind of moving slow with, if you notice the orders, I've posted about maybe one order per month. Traded Canerco. It's a 94 box set Canerco. I just bought this raw for a couple bucks. It came in looking nice, so I sent it in. I don't know what the value is on that. Topps Gallery Breeze. This one, not really my favorite set. I'm not really a huge fan of the Gallery. Topps. This one has some corner whitening, so I actually think this one could be fine in an 8.5 holder as well. Scripts for Success, Frank Gore, 9.5 on this one. So this one did well. Back during the boom, I sold one of these in a PSA 10 for like $600. Nowadays, I'd probably get about $170 for that same card if I had a 10. Star Rookie Ichiro gets a 9. These probably $30 card. It's kind of fun to guess what they're worth in the current market. EXLT. This is a neat, definitely a neat set from 2001. The old sets are just better than the new ones. I don't know how else to say it. Less parallels, better designs. Piazza. So this is the Fleer update. That one looks good. Top to bottom's not 50-50. That corner's not perfect. I mean, I can always pick out a few things with cards. This is one that it was in an old PSA holder, and I thought it looked a lot better than an 8. I think I had it marked as a 9+. So, really the only thing I saw was these slight touches of white on a tough blue bordered card. It's typically chipped, so I don't know. I just snapped it and sent it. Todd Helton. So Helton, 9.5. These are tough. The top to bottom centering is what gets these ones. Tilt it to the side and just take a look at that and see what looks fatter. I think that looks fatter than this. I think they got that one right. It's not drastic, but it is there. Here's a Vic that I don't know. I didn't understand the grade because it was pretty much dead centered. I think the scratching was minimal and the back was clean, so I think I had this as a 9.5. But they gave it an 8, so I just snapped it. I'll just if there's a grade that I don't think is accurate, I'll just put those cards in a stack and then possibly snap them and resend them. Studio Ichiro. This is kind of a neat one. That's out of 700. Showcases an all-white border, which makes for easier grading. Let's do this. We got to have a Ron Dane in the order, right? So Dane Finest, this is about what I expected. Kind of tough to grade these deckled edges, though. It's an 8.5 on Dane, but I think that's fair. Let's do this Breeze. 9.5 on the Breeze portrait. That is Upper Deck graded. So one of the many sets that was produced by Upper Deck in 2001. Probably not the nicest, but still. Here's another one. This just came back pretty recently, but this one I thought it looked better than the other ones I had seen. If you guys take a look at the back too. So the front, these top two corners is where I'll see the most damage, or not damage, but just imperfections on these 2001 Showcase Avants. And this one was very minimal. I thought this was a clean, like a mint card. Got an 8, so I snapped it. Barkov. Here's a hockey card sneaking in. So Spa Barkov, rookie. That one grabs a 9. Otani. Base Bowman, 9.5. It's another one. Ovation Vic. I think I thought this was a 9. So I'm just going by past grading this card for like 15 years now. My experience with grading these sets, because I'm particularly grading like the same sets. It seems like cards that I like. So it's not about being the strictest grader. It's about being the most accurate and adhering to your scale. If you have a set scale with standards for cards of what you expect a grade to be, then you should stay with that scale and not just throw out random grades. Finest. This is one I tried again with SGC. So 8 to an 8.5. So I thought it looked a little nicer than an 8. That's the 95 refractor. Griffey. Vlad. We've got the Vlad Bowman. Nice copy. There's another. This one got an 8. It's got a little white there. I've even seen 10. I've seen PSA 10s with white like on the corners like that on the back. That's the gold one to 99. So that was another one that I thought the 8 just gets put on cards randomly sometimes, in my opinion. Finest gold, Peyton. That one's out of 300. Deckled edge. These are tough for me to evaluate. So it looks about the same as the Rondane we saw that got an 8.5, in my opinion. Upper deck, star rookie, Pujols, 9. Here's another one. This one was an older PSA. I honestly thought this berry had a chance at a 10. I flipped it upside down this way. Chipping, very, very minimal. Nice copy. That one could definitely pass as a 10. It got a 9.5 on this day. So a nice berry score. And from 89. Piazza Bowman, that's a $35 card. And raw, they're like 25 to 30. So a 9 will not get the job done if you're looking at these orders based through the lens of profit loss. Cal, Donruss. This was one. I think I bought it raw, but it looked like an 8 or an 8.5. Probably not crazy value on that one. Bowman Piazza 8.5. Definitely did not do well on this one. Not the toughest set to evaluate. It's another 8.5 Brady Pacific. If you guys try to grade Pacific Brady, good luck buying one of these raw and trying to get a 9 even. So 10s you got to think were probably trimmed, right? No, but 10s are tough to come by. Ortiz Gold. Yeah, this is one I had as an 8.5 or a 9. Probably be a weak 9, so it's probably accurately graded here. That's the gold medallion from 98. Let's do this to White Freeney. I've been grading a lot of these. 2002 Topps Chrome Football is just kind of fun to grade, especially with the SGC because the green to black just looks cool. So Freeney, 9.5. Peppers hops in with the 9.5. Both they are refractors, but they are part of the base set, which has been mentioned countless times. Joe Thomas. Endorsements. Got an 8 with PSA. Got a 9.5. I think I thought it was a 9. Plaxico Burress. So that is the one color with the do-rag. That's out of 500. So there were different tiers. Most of the rookies were out of 2,000, but I think Plaxico, maybe Peter Warwick, and some others were out of 500. Then, of course, with 2000 SPX, there's the Spectrum Jersey Autos, which are out of 25, and they look kind of red. Bowman's Best Breeze, 9.5. Pretty good. Andrew Jones Bowman. Should be heading to Canton soon. But here's his 95 Bowman rookie. And finest refractor Moss is kind of a neat one. Second year and a 10. So there definitely weren't a bunch of 10s in this stack of cards I've just shown, but I think they're all, for the most part, accurately graded and assessed, which is important to me. Just if I'm going to spend that much money to grade, to kind of know what you're going to get, makes it a lot more comfortable. Jose Canseco, see that one's off right to left. Canseco Donruss gets a 9. Urlacher. Flagship Brian Urlacher 9. And this Falk SP looked nice. I thought it looked pretty clean. Went to a 9.5 from a 9. And McGuire. 99 Bowman Chrome refractor. All right, let's continue on. That's the Victory Gold. That's actually a really solid grade for this set. Obviously, that gold chips up pretty substantially. It is off-centered right to left, around 60-40. So I think they got that one right. This was a TC Vic. I think I thought it was more 859. So there is a scratch right here, like a light scratch there, that most of them do have. I even have a PSA 10 that has that scratch there. So I wouldn't grade that a PSA 10, but take that for what it's worth to you. Flagship Ichiro. We're coming in with a 9, which is a solid grade. The value on this card, it's always fun to estimate, right? 70 to 85, I'd say. 9.5 on the MVP. So that's a low end one. That's a low end Ichiro. Flagship again. Another 9. So the flagship 9s. Grab a stack of these ones. Ovation. It's black and white. The 259. The Ripken. That is the ultimate home. Well, I guess, yeah. Home jersey. Out of 25 and a 9. It's an auto 2. Finest Reggie Wayne to 1,000. A 9. Reggie Wayne score. This is always a fun set. I've never gotten a 10 on this set, by the way. The front red and the centering is what makes that set so difficult. Star Rookie Reed, a 9 on that one. Edge Donruss as well. So lots of 9s on those ones. There's 2 of this. I forgot about that, but just happened to buy a couple clean gold LTs. I think so that one's off barely. And there's a little, so you could actually see that card as a 9 if I was grading it. Tomlinson Pros 9.5. Card does not have a lot of value if you look at the 2000, and I know it's tough to compare Brady to any other player in the hobby, but the value on his Pros and Prospects 2000 is just so substantial to anybody in 2000 or 2001. And I don't think they even did the set in 2002. It's a nice jam, 150, 9.5. So, and I think it's the centering on that one. This is another score. So these scores, they are challenging, but not impossible if it close. Victory. So that's Ichiro Victory. So there are some low end Ichiros in this order. Reggie Wayne's Tops. That's the flagship. 9.5. We got the X-Fractor. You would probably imagine the print being below 1999. I would estimate around 500 copies. If I had to just throw out a number, it's not numbered though, but it's fun to estimate. Class marks Andre Johnson didn't do too good. An 8.5. There is some chipping on that corner though, so 8.5. This will get some chuckles from the audience. But an old Chiefs tailback, 9.5 on his base SP. Jones Drew, the ultimate. These were big cards back in 2006, 2007. I think Vince Young and Bush were. Let's see, they were numbered out of 99, and I think they were both well over 1,000 when the set came out, which back in 2006, that's pretty high. Rogers score, 9.5. Verlander flagship 2005 tops. SPX Culpepper 500. He was in the tier with the low print runs. I think some others in that tier were like Achilles Smith, Cade McNown, big quarterbacks from that year. Same year, rookie sensations, just a low-end insert that's pretty cool from Fleer. So Ron Dane, this is the silver, the exclusive silver. So the gold is the super exclusives, and those are to 25. Another Larry Johnson, that's the rookie ticket. This card raw got up to about $450 back in what was it, summer of 2006. I used to track them back then because they went from being worth like $20 to almost 500, and they dropped back down. I think it's worth about 25 now. Timeless Tributes, Ed Reed, 9.5. That one's out of 100. Oh, Tiny Bowman. So I would say comparatively, this order offers lower end cards across the board when you compare it to other orders I've done recently or in the past. So 9.5 on that Peterson refractor. 2007, the Mariano Bowman 8.5. And the next one, these are always fun to pop these sets open. I've still got about 50 or 60. I bought like a case of them back in like 2019. I still have a ton of them left. But here's a Will Clark. Great copy of that Clark, 9.5. And then could have came from the same set, but Bonds traded. So the way the cards are cut sometimes, you'll open a set up and all the cards are like off center top to bottom, and then you'll open up sets where all the cards are like in beautiful condition. So it is random when you do that. Factory sets, boxes. Wade Boggs, Donruss, 9. Here's the Seiya. This is the gold. So this was actually pulled from a pack. 25. It's got a nice shine. There's a Ron Dane, the SPX. Upper deck graded LT. Donruss, Tony Gwynn, 83 Donruss. This is about a $40 card. Raw, they go anywhere from 5 to 30, I'd say. It just depends on the listing and the picture quality. Bowman Vlad, 9. That's $30 card. Ovechkin Ultimate Signatures did not do too well. gets an 8. And then we go to McGuire. This one, this one struggled. A5. Factory set pack with that if the number is in that spot. Fleer 83 Gwyn. $20 card, 25 maybe. Wave of the Future. David Ortiz. I think it's spelled David Arias in this. Bonds traded in a 9. $1986. Warner Focus. That's an 8. Tony Gwynn Fleer in an 8. Dolman Tops, 8.5. It's Upper Deck Encore. That's in a 9. Lumberjack Bonds, 5,000. Chipper Gold. That's 98. That one didn't do too well. Barry Score in a 9. Reggie Wayne. 1250 print on the EX. Patrick Willis. That's his base refractor from 07 Topps Chrome. This is the Wayne, but this is actually the Legacy, so it's a 50. Doesn't really look like they spent a lot of time making these nice like they did in 2000. They kind of melted in there. Vintage Breeze 10. Season opener, 9.5. This probably has some value. Beltray Bowman Chrome 97. That's the base card. And a 10. Flagship Moss, it's a 10. 98. Breeze Ultra 2499. Very condition sensitive. Top border does have some chipping. Falk Topps Chrome. Just these 2000 Topps Chrome refractors are awesome. Same with the 2000 Bowman Chromes. Donnie Baseball. Probably from a factory set too. Solid grade there. 9.5. Another Ultra Breeze. Same type of minor issue on the top border. 9. And then Fred Taylor Best Auto. That's the base one. 9A, 9B has a different photo. So that's the order. I mean, not my best order. There were some cool cards to be seen. But the orders will continue, and I will get this one edited for viewing purposes later.